felt stuck in your own thoughts, convinced that you're right, but still feel disconnected from others? This is a common problem for people with overcontrol. People with overcontrol tend to be pretty serious about life. They have high standards for themselves and others. They work hard, behave appropriately, follow the rules, make sacrifices to reach their goals, and do their duties, but they don't really feel very happy. They don't know how to connect with others and feel that there are social rules that they don't know about or feel like they're on the outside of a social circle. So they don't adapt easily. And RODBT and the self inquiry skill goes a long way in overcoming those issues. Now, self inquiry prompts us to question our own assumptions and cultivate curiosity. Quite often, people with overcontrol issues don't do this. They tend to know the rules, follow the rules, and get great results so they don't question whether they're right. They know they are. And when they aren't, receiving feedback is typically really hard. It feels like criticism, and they don't want this. But we need it to grow, and self inquiry is the skill to help that to happen. So living in a bubble of I'm right, you're wrong, I do it fast and well, and if I trust you, it's going to take forever, you mess it up, and I'll have to do it anyway, so I might as well do it the first time and save us both the hassle. Well, that's just miserable for you and other people. So I'm inviting you to lighten up, laugh at yourself, and lean in with curiosity and question your assumptions. There are three keys to doing this well, and that's openness, humility, and playfulness. So let's look at an example that I just gave. So let's say that I'm at work and a coworker is given an assignment while I'm standing right beside her. I know that if she doesn't do it or doesn't do it well, I'll have to fix it. And I have plans this weekend. I don't want anything to mess that up. As I'm standing here watching this, I notice that I'm already getting mad. This is a great opportunity for me to do some self inquiry. Some questions I might ask myself are: has anything happened for me to be upset? No. I'm not even involved in the situation, so this is not my circus, not my monkeys. Another question is, if my coworker doesn't get it done, do I have to step in and fix it? It's probably a no. I might notice that that's what I want to do, but nobody is making me do that. I'm doing this to myself. It's totally possible for me to let my coworker do her own work. It's okay if she doesn't do it up to my standards. She doesn't answer to me. Another question is, what can I learn from this? I could notice that I'm pretty uptight. Maybe I'm not friendly to my coworker because I resent her. And I resent her because of my thoughts about things she's not even doing. So I'm the one causing this. So maybe I should just chill out. If I'm open, humble, and playful, these are the type of thoughts I might have that aren't stabby and hurtful. They're actually helpful. They can help me grow. We all know people who you can't tell them anything. Self inquiry keeps you from being that person. It makes it easier for people to tell you the things that you're blind to so that you don't have to walk around with toilet paper stuck on your shoes or have some personal habit that you're the only one that doesn't know that it bothers people and drives a wedge between you and love. When you practice self inquiry, you adopt a growth mindset versus a defensive mindset. If you think you're right, you're probably going to fight for that, right? If you're open and curious, you're more likely to say something like, really? Tell me more about that. Then you can investigate. If it turns out that they're right, you grow. If it turns out that you're right, nothing changes. Either way, your relationships are more connected because being open makes people want to be closer to you. It makes you more trustworthy and easier to talk to, so it's a win-win. Everyone wants to feel heard and respected, and being open allows for that. Self-inquiry doesn't mean that you have low self-confidence or that you're stupid. It's actually just the opposite. Einstein said, I have no special talent. I'm only passionately curious. He also said, the only thing more dangerous than ignorance is arrogance. And I agree with both of those things. He was a smart man, and he knew that being open, curious, and humble were important. So take it from him. To practice self-inquiry is really simple. It just requires a shift in thinking. So if you change, I know this, to what if I'm missing something, you have just done the open and curious part. If you shift from they're wrong to what's another way to see this, you're humble, open, and curious. And that's all three. Other types of questions you can ask to get out of your habitual ways of thinking so that you're open to things are like, what am I assuming? How do I know this is true? Is there another way to look at this? My favorite is, what does it say about me? But this one only works as a teaching tool if you're humble, open, honest, and curious, and not judgmental. If all those are true, this is an eye-opener. So we all have opportunities to practice self inquiry every day using real life situations. For example, you text someone and they don't text you back for 4 hours. You might be upset and thinking they don't care about my feelings, they're disrespectful. That's a chance to say, what else could be going on? If you're doing a home repair project and you make a mistake, your first reaction could be to say something like, I'm such an idiot. A self inquiry approach might be to say, what can I learn from this? The cool thing is, when you get into the habit of doing self inquiry, it becomes less and less that you have to use it because you learn and grow beyond your past mistakes and skill level. So it's a big win, really. If all that's too much to take in, let me give it to you again in one sentence, okay? So self inquiry trades judgment for curiosity. When you catch yourself judging yourself or anyone else, switch that judgment to something that is open, curious, and playful, and you got it. Let me know how you use the self inquiry skill and how it goes. See you next time. Ciao.